This is tablet number 5 of the great Babylonian Enuma Eilish. If you didn't watch 1 through 4, go back and watch that. It's great. This was made from about 1100 BCE, and I am reading it now. Tablet number 5. He fashioned stands for the great gods. As for the stars, he set up constellations corresponding to them. He designated the year and marked out its divisions. Apportioned 3 stars, each to the 12 months. When he had made plans of the days of the year, he founded the stand of Nibiru to mark out their courses, so that none of them could go wrong or stray. He fixed the stand of Alil and Ea together with it, opened up the gates in both ribs, made strong bolts to left and right. With her liver he located the heights. He made the crescent moon appear, entrusted night, and designated it the jewel of the night to mark out the days. Go forth every month without fail in a corona, at the beginning of the month, to glow over the land. You shine with horns to mark out 6 days. On the 7th day the crown is half. The 15th day shall always be midpoint, the half of each month. When Shamosh looks at you from the horizon, gradually shed your visibility and begin to wane. Always bring the day of disappearance close to the path of Shemesh. And on the 13th day, the year is always equalized. For Shemesh, the year, a sign shall appear, sweep along its path, then always approach and judge the case. The Butswar to kill the Rab. 15 lines are missing here. He put into groups and made clouds scud, raising winds, making rain, making fog billow. By collecting her poison, he assigned for himself and let his own hand control it. He placed her head heaped up, opened up springs, water gushed out. He opened the Euphrates and the Tigris from her eyes, closed her nostrils. He piled up clear-cut mountains from her udder, bore water holes to drain off the catch water. He laid her tail across, tied it fast across the cosmic bond, and the Apsu beneath his feet. He set her thigh to make fast the sky. With half of her he made a roof. He fixed the earth. He made the insides of Tiamat surge, spread his net, made it extend completely, heaven and earth, their knots to coil. When he had designed its cult, created its rites, he threw down the reins and made Ea take them. The tablet of destinies, which King Yu had appropriated, he fetched, and took it and presented it for its first reading to Anu. The gods of battle, whom he had ensnared, were disentangled. He led them as captives into the presence of his fathers, and as for the 11 creatures that Tiamat had created, smashed their weapons, tied them at his feet, made images of them, and had them set up at the door of Apsu. Let this be a sign that will never in future be forgotten. The gods looked, and their hearts were full of joy at him. Lamu and Lahamu and all his fathers embraced him, and Anshar the king proclaimed that there should be a reception for him. Anu, Alil, and Ea each presented him with gifts. Damkina his mother exclaimed with joy at him. She made him beam inside his fine house. Marduk appointed Usmu, who had brought greetings present as good news, to be his visor of the Apsu, to take care of shrines. The Agigi assembled, and all of them did obeisance to him. The Anunnaki, each and every one, kissed his feet. The whole assembly collected together to prostrate themselves. They stood and bowed. Yes, king indeed. His fathers took their fill of his manliness. They took off his clothes, which were enveloped with dust of combat. The gods were attentive to him. With cypress they sprinkled his body and head. He put on a princely garment, a royal aura, a splendid crown. He took up a mace and grasped it in his right hand. He set a dragon at his feet, slung the staff of peace and obedience at his side, when the mantle of radiance and his net was holding fearful Apsu, a bull, in the inner chamber of his throne, in his cellar. The gods, all that existed, Lamu and Lahamu, made their voices heard and spoke to the Agigi. Previously Marduk was just our beloved son, but now he is our king. Take heed of his command. Next they spoke and proclaimed in unison, Lugal Dimmer Ankia is his name. Trust in him. When they gave kingship to Marduk, they spoke to oration for him. Blessed in obedience, henceforth you shall be the provider of shrines for us. Whatever you command, we shall perform ourselves. Marduk made his voice heard and spoke, addressed his words to the gods his fathers. Over the Apsu, the sea-green dwelling. In front, Eshara, which I created for you. I strengthened the ground beneath it for a shrine. I shall make a house to be a luxurious dwelling for myself, and shall found his cult center within it. And I shall establish my private quarters, and confirm my kingship. Whenever you come from the Apsu for an assembly, your night's resting place shall be in it, receiving you all. Whenever you come down from the sky for an assembly, your night's resting place shall be in it, receiving you all. I hereby name it Babylon, home of the great gods. We shall make it the center of religion. The gods his fathers listened to his command. Who has more than you by yourself created? Who has more earth than you by yourself have created? Babylon, whose name you have just pronounced. Let there be our night's resting place forever. Let them bring our regular offerings. 9 lines broken. They did obeisance to him, and the gods spoke to him. They addressed their lord, Lugal Dimmer Ankia, previously the Lord Son, but now he is our Lord King. We shall take heed of his commands. Gave long life, the mantle of radiance, the mace and staff, all the lore of sages. That is the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. There are tablets 6 and 7, but I only read 1 through 5 because it's the original story. Tablets number 6 and 7 were written 500 years later. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Peace and love. Out.